So we've got an empowering discussion today. This isn't the first war. This isn't the first proxy war. This isn't the first round of COVID. And it's about how we get out of these things.
We get out of it by our actions, our thoughts, and our behaviors. How do we set goals, challenge ourselves to meet them, and push through? How do we break the mold of mediocrity?
Here's what I think. You know, we surround each other all day long, right? We empower each other with, you know, the rich conversations that we have, whether we disagree, and sometimes that's empowering as well, whether we disagree or we agree, but we actually talk these things through.
Sure.
So one thing that I think is important that people need to understand is, who are you surrounding yourself with, right? Is it a person who is just sucking the energy out of their room? They call you when there's an issue in the family. They call you when there's an issue at work. But what are you gaining from these people?
What are those people pouring into you, or are you constantly pouring out? I also think about, what are you doing yourself to change your mediocre thinking? Are you committing to late night reading or early morning reading? Are you committing to following folks that you admire, people that you would want to be in their position? What are you doing to ensure that you are not thinking mediocre or being mediocre? Tell me, what are you doing?
So a lot of people, I think, that they would question, well, yeah, how can I be in the same room as some of these people, right? Maybe I don't have the opportunities as you have to be around, you know, some of these people that influence you in life, right? They just don't have these opportunities. They may not have a car, they may be on a bus, they may be in a remote area. So what we're talking about is either dead or alive, right?
Right.
They could be in books.
Right.
And this is where I gain most of my mentorship, is actually from a lot of authors who have written great books.
Yeah. What are some of your authors that you like?
Oh, you know something? I've got one right here called The Money Code by H.W. Charles. And it is such a thin read. I mean, look at this, right? And it's a book written by ancient Jewish code to go over everything that I think and that I can actually agree on, ways to become millionaires.
Awesome.
Right? So it's saving money, it's investing money, and it's actually being around people who have an insatiable appetite to want you to want more.
So that is a small price for a small investment in yourself, to read about people or about folks that are doing exactly what you want to do, dead or alive, right? I like Napoleon Hill. I think he's got a great book. Anyone else you can think of?
Oh, Napoleon Hill, he's got a couple of books.
Yeah.
Think about your health, right?
Yeah.
You've got your religion, you've got your marriage, you've got your health. Think about your health. And it just doesn't necessarily have to boil down to westernized health. One of the practices that we've been really taking up is learning more about, you know, the meats that we consume, the red meats that we consume. Is it good for us? Is it not good for us? Is pescatarian the right way? What's that other one that I did? That made
plant-based.
Plant-based that makes you feel good or
Vegan.
not? Vegan. What's the one that I went into ketosis? I talked about this a couple of videos back.
Didn't work so well for you.
Didn't work out. Didn't work. Ketosis was, being in ketosis was not for me. So studying a little bit more, really, I don't know, just made me more aware of more options, right? And so how do you study? And again, books. This conversation just isn't surrounding books, but I felt like I need to share some of the things with you all that have made me successful in just my health, my overall health.
Also, don't be afraid to treat yourself, right? I like to say, I adopt that rich mindset. I have adopted the notion, I do not want to fly. If I have to fly over 4 hours, I have to fly first class.
Standards.
The standard, exactly.
You create a standard?
I have created a standard. And if it's a flight that's 4 hours or more, I will not fly coach or economy.
Is that why our flights are costing more lately?
Absolutely.
We're going first class.
Absolutely. I will only go first class.
Why?
Why? I'm getting used to luxury. I'm getting used to that step towards having a better life. I just find that sitting in Coach gives me more leg room. I could relax. I feel like I've worked hard enough to earn that. And it's just a much more comfortable flight for me. And I don't mind spending that extra money.
Oh.
And do you mind relaxing in first class?
I don't mind relaxing. I'm just sitting down, right? You're just sitting down.
Oh no, you're not just sitting down. When you fly first class, what happens when you first sit down? They bring over the champagne or water, whatever your drink or beverage of choice is, and they really just take care of you. And I feel like that is a luxury mindset that I've adopted, my standard.
You pay for it.
That you do pay for it, but my mindset, and as well as my acumen for making sure that I have credit cards that offer those benefits, that I have points that I use, have afforded me the ability to live up to that standard. So I do. I make sure it's my own standard, and I live up to it. But I also live up to it using points.
Points are good. We talked about surrounding yourself around people that can influence you to even want more, or reading certain books, or journaling, to just have a better path of the things that you actually want. And this is what I thought about in terms of first class. Conversations are different. The conversations are different. They're more inviting, and I love talking business, and a lot of the times they surround business or family values, or I don't know if it's a defined difference between, say, was it Coach and first class? But it's definitely more inviting and intentional. It's more, I guess that's the word I'm looking for. It's more intentional in terms of being in first class and the type of conversations that you actually have. What do you think?
I don't talk. I don't talk to passengers when I'm on a plane. I don't know. It's just me. I'm not a big talker to people on planes. Call it COVID type thing. I just try to relax a little bit, and that's just my time to decompress, to unwind. So that's the benefit between you and I, is that that's your thing.
The yin and yang.
Yeah.
Listen, call of action. It is no coincidence that success breeds success. You have to literally invite yourself into an environment that is going to read or have an outcome of success.
Right.
So don't settle for mediocrity and put yourself in a position to where you're just going to get what's given to you, right? No, you have to take what's yours, and you have to realize that everything out there is attainable, is yours.
Right. And also I encourage you to guard your mind and watch your thoughts, right? Everything you say about yourself and to yourself, you are listening. Make sure that you speak positivity into your life, into your world, into everything that you do. Do not accept what's just given to you.
Yeah, journal. You'll notice a trend. You will notice a trend when you start talking positive thoughts, right?
And gratitude. Gratitude is important. Gratitude is what is going to take you from here to there. Being grateful for whatever journey you're on is so important. Make sure you document those things. You'll look back 2, 3 months, years from now, and you will be surprised what gratitude will do for you.
I always thought of the idea, I really liked it, quality over quantity. The approach wasn't just about luxury, it's about longevity, right? We don't want to just enjoy luxury now. We want to enjoy luxury as a longevity item, something that we can, build into a sustainable future for us, right?
Right. So I want you to break out of the shell of your mediocrity. I want you to learn and grow, and I want to see your success. Make a comment below on what you have found to help you break out of the mold of mediocrity. What has helped you to take that step forward into the next session or journey or chapter of your lives.
You have to surround yourself around people who are going to support you in your endeavors, and that is to be successful.
Yes, we want to see you successful. Hey, thanks for joining us. We look forward to hearing from you. Please, again, comment below. We look forward to talking to you again.